Hello, beautiful ones. How are you? How's everyone? I am Zion. I'm a womb guide, feminine embodiment facilitator, and emotional healing facilitator. And I'm just hopping on here live very spontaneously because I thought I would read for you a little womb oracle. Okay, so here I have this wonderful book. It's called Womb Awakening by Seren and Azra Bertrand. This is kind of like my womb Bible. I mean, the first source of womb wisdom is definitely my own womb. But besides that, and earth and other beautiful sources of feminine wisdom, this is one of the most beautiful things I've ever owned. If I can even say that I own it, because honestly I feel like this book has her own soul. I literally feel such a connection with this book. I highly recommend it to anyone who wants to connect with the magic of the womb. And I think I've done this before, but a very long time ago, many years ago, I just grabbed this book and I read a segment for you. I feel like it's so inspiring, it's so beautiful, it carries such a deep feminine wisdom, and just being able to tune in and in here with you is literally magic. So this book is really amazing if you want to kind of get an oracle for the day and you want to get some kind of message that is going to be inspiring for you at that time. You don't need to read it on any kind of like specific order. So I love that. Like, honestly, I don't really usually read from start to finish. So that's perfect for me. Let me know if you're like that too. And I want to go ahead and just do that for us today. All right. And let's see what it brings up. Let me know in the comments your thoughts, your feelings. Get cozy. Grab a delicious drink, some hot cacao, a tea, whatever you want, and get comfy. And let's read a little bit together. Hi, Hannah. This is just perfect timing to have you here. Okay. Let's see what is in here for us today. Spiral 21. Hi. That's so amazing because my womb healing teacher, the one that I was trained with for my facilitator training, is here live right now. So that's just perfect. Voice of the womb. Voice of wisdom. Living the truth of feminine power. There are vast realms of consciousness, still undreamed, of vast ranges of experience, like the humming of unseen harps we know nothing of within us. Inside our deepest, primal center lives a powerful voice that can guide and transform us. The voice of the womb is a primordial inner wisdom that The voice of the womb is a primordial inner wisdom keeper that cuts through the endless loops of the mind and gets down to the essence of the matter. Absolutely. Something that I've definitely noticed with womb work is that it's very clear, it's very sharp. She's unwavering. There's none of that mental nonsense. It's not confusing at all. It's very clear. And that's why working with the womb is very helpful to feel grounded. Let's continue. When we have important questions to ask, we can always tune into this wisdom voice of our spiritual womb for guidance and for revelatory insights. The spiritual womb is an inner divine mother, an immanent presence of God, sometimes called Sophia or Shekinah. By accessing this reservoir of supportive wisdom, we connect to a collective grace field. This is actually perfect. I've talked about this before, but not enough. My journey to connect with my intuition and make decisions has been really long. Like, I actually committed to a process of tuning in into what's more self-loving in order to make decisions for about 3 years. And then I switched and I made some adjustments, and eventually I found that the clearest voice, as I was just saying, is the womb. So whenever I have to make an important decision, I always ask my womb. In ancient Sumerian, Imisal, another translation of the root word for Salome, literally means the voice of the yoni. It was known that a priestess of the womb was also a channel for mystical truth and oracular prophecies. Through the sacred stargate within her womb, she could receive secrets of the universe. And by the way, the stargate is referred to as the cervix. The womb is a gateway to God, and her voice comes from the direct flow of source. It includes, but is different from the intelligence of the heart. Absolutely. It translates our deepest soul needs and desires into direct action that will be magically supported by magnetic womb synchronicity and will transform our lives. It is also very protective and places of self-love as the cornerstone of compassion. Yeah, the womb will always guide you into what is self-loving. That is for sure. She is very strict with that in a way. Like, boundaries are very connected to the womb. So she is always going to speak you into following what is true for you and what is right for you and what is most self-loving for you here and now. Many people have become so disconnected from their primal feminine selves that they find it difficult to contact this wise inner voice. Emotional and sexual blocks, where we are repressing past traumas or feelings, serve to close the communication lines with the womb space and the cosmic womb she embodies. And so the cosmic womb, this is a long conversation that we can have, but there's different levels to womb energy. We have our own womb, we have the earth womb, and then we also have the cosmic womb, which is the space where everything is created, and health is this macro womb space that is birthing realities. Again, so you can call it source as well. You can call it God. Is this multi-dimensional, all-encompassing womb that holds all other wombs inside. I invite you to not overthink it, but just kind of like let yourself feel it, let yourself feel the transmission and see what happens. By tuning into the womb space every day, placing your hands on the womb and breathing deeply, dropping into the black velvet silence and allowing any feelings, insights, or sensations to arise, we can switch the line back on and receive guidance for every aspect of our lives. Even if we first only feel boredom and agitation, when we drop down into the womb with patience, commitment, and self-acceptance, we can begin to untangle any blocks. That's so true. That's also very funny how sometimes when we work with the body or when we work with the womb, there are layers of disconnection and layers of protection. And sometimes it seems like nothing is happening, or it feels like boring or even frustrating. But actually, what is really magical is that when you stay, when you let yourself go deeper and explore those feelings of nothingness or frustration, all the wisdom and the magic that is lying beneath it can start to open. And it does. The womb operates in the feminine feeling dimension, not the logical, linear world of reason of the current extreme masculine consciousness. Feelings are actually dimensional spaces. Our feelings can create, change, and bend dimensional realities. I love that. Including our own here on Earth. We have all experienced time go very slowly if we are afraid or bored, or speed up when we're happy. We can sit in the same room as another person and have a completely different experience of reality based upon our own personal feeling states. Currently, many people on Earth feel afraid, upset, and angry underneath, so we live in a vibrational reality that is attuned to the frequency of fear. When enough people can truly feel magical innocence and love deep inside, not just put on a happy face and think positive thoughts, we will change the vibrational reality of the planet. It's actually a very simple principle, although it can be difficult to do, especially considering the current imbalanced state of our world. To birth this frequency of love, we have to begin to swim into our unconscious, where the lost feminine soul lives, and face and embrace what lives there. Absolutely. So important to face those uncomfortable parts of ourselves. It is not something that happens through the mind, it happens through our hearts and wombs. These feelings are different from surface emotions, which are the result of our mind's looping thoughts and keeping us locked in mental conflict. Yes. When we descend into a very pure pre-verbal state, or a clear and deeply embedded negative feeling, we access the black light of creative power, and from this we can begin to embody rasa, the juice of Shakti, the breathtaking beauty and sensual enchantment of being alive. It is a palpable, tangible feeling state that can also be transmitted to others and enfold them in a sensory dance of delight. The body, as the feminine temple, feels and records everything. She is the keeper of truth. She holds the imprint of every emotion, every memory, every event. She is our internal Akashic record. She bears witness to those deepest traumas and feelings that have shaped and defined our lives, especially those memories and truths the mental self is denying and dissociating from because of the pain. Wow. So I invite you to sit with that and notice how it feels for you. And I also invite you to take time to connect with your womb, to connect with your body, as the book was just describing, right? It's the most primal, most feminine aspects of our being that carry a different kind of wisdom that is beyond the mind. And so, like, the power of womb work is actually so deep, I can never even describe it. But this is one of the reasons it's so powerful, is because it accesses the deepest, most primal aspects of your being. Not just the memories that sometimes are uncomfortable, but also the wisdom, the clarity, the guidance, the gifts, the feminine gifts that live within you. And that's what I am personally receiving from this segment that we've just read together. I would love to hear your comments and insights below, so please let me know how this resonated for you. And if you would like to receive support on your womb journey, send me a DM and let's talk about it. I'm sending you so much love. I hope you have a lovely night wherever you are in the world, and I will see you soon. Bye bye.